Welcome back, and of course, just before that Carabao Cup final, of course, that had everyone talking and everyone very, very excited. Of course, wherever we watch from, you might have seen a muted response at the end of that game. Fans walking out very quietly of all those places we were watching the game from. But before that, we saw a big game. Manchester United hosting Chelsea and beating them 2-1. Mourinho finally getting one over Conte.
Yes, Tony, you would expect Mourinho to look for this result yet again. Yeah, last season he got beaten twice at Stamford Bridge and he won at Old Trafford. This season he loses by a small margin, I think 1-0, and you would expect him to win. I mean, tactical Mourinho as always. His formation is not to attack the other side, so Chelsea takes control of the game, played really well, and had very early chance by Morata. I thought he should have buried it because that would have been Chelsea very high gear, but they could not take the lead then, and then the game almost went 50-50. I remember Chelsea actually getting the goal when United was attacking Tonny. But I just want to bring you in, Tony. Before that goal, there was a header won by Victor Moses ahead of Pogba. I thought Pogba is a giant of a man over Victor.
Pogba back in the side, of course, due to the injury that Ander Herrera suffered in the Champions League there. Of course, Pogba is a player that Manchester United manager has shown that sometimes he doesn't favor the way he plays the football. He certainly maybe hasn't found a good place for him. But there are places in his game that he needs to improve, and certainly jumping for the ball is one of them. Yeah. He's a big lad. He doesn't even need to jump too much for some of the balls. Yeah. But of course, like I said, maybe off air, he prefers to jump and chase the ball, which sometimes makes him lose out to some of the smaller players. In this game in particular, I saw him lose out twice, once to Victor Moses and once to Kante. These are players that he shouldn't be losing an aerial ball to. And of course, it was a big problem. It led to the goal. He must have been kicking himself in the foot at that point.
Yeah, Tony, and it was a brilliant goal. I think De Gea was frustrated because he thought he had...
He doesn't concede that type of goal. Not at the near post.
He stamps the ground, I think. But just after Chelsea took the lead, Tony, United tried to grow into this game. And I was so happy that Martial this time started from the left. And yes, before they got the goal, he whipped in that cross. There was a chance that Sanchez should have taken.
It was point blank range. No need to stop that ball.
Just take it first time.
Just tap it. You're in the middle of the goal. It's easier to score than to miss. I don't know why he took that extra touch. Of course, it made it very difficult for him after that, and he took a very smooth temp shot. But yes, kudos to Martial. He played very brilliantly in that left wing position. We could have thought that Sanchez was taking over that position when he came to Manchester United. He hasn't played so well there. I think Mourinho decides this time to try Martial, who has had a good run in there, and try to play Sanchez around the space behind the number 9, which he didn't do so well in. Yeah. He has the bundles of energy and keeps running, gets fouled a lot. But Martial made the number 11 his own in this game, and he certainly should be continuing in that.
Yeah, I also think, Tony, he should be starting. Now, Tony, at 1-1, both teams now knowing that the next goal is very important and maybe it could be the goal.
Of course, even us thinking that at 1-1, one of us was getting a perfect score.
It only had gone for 2-1, I went for 2-1, United, Tony 2-1, Chelsea. So one of us was always going to be favorite to get a perfect score. But you know, Tony, United, Mourinho introduces Lingard. We all know Lingard has the energy. Before you talk about the goal, what does Lingard bring to this United side?
We've mentioned this guy. He's been in a purple patch. He doesn't get a lot of minutes. Yeah. I like how he plays. He's very unpredictable in his play. Yeah. He's very unpredictable. He's direct. He's not like the kind of people who see no space and then he'll turn back. He will come running at the defenders. He's a brilliant person because no one seems to track him down. Yeah. Especially in big games like this, where everyone's eyes will be on Lukaku, who, by the way, had one of his best games against the top 6 side for Manchester United.
I also thought Lukaku had a very good game. And just like you said, Lingard runs into spaces and these big teams sort of forget him. And you saw he had a free header. Had it been Lukaku in that space, and then maybe
Might be
Lingard
two players who would have been on it.
exactly. But because it was Lingard, they all backed out, and he had a very, very nice header, Tony. No chance for Courtois to save this.
Of course, in this game also there was a battle for the goalkeepers, and it looked apparent in this game that maybe, just maybe, if Madrid are looking for the number one goalkeeper in the world,
Yeah.
De Gea is the goalkeeper that they should be looking at. He showed a very good, very solid performance. Of course, he beat himself for conceding that Willian goal, but we all know Willian has a rocket of a shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best of shots, but it was really strong, and maybe De Gea thought because he had covered the near post, Willian would have chosen to go the other way.
Yeah.
But Willian kept it there, and he was lucky for it to go in. Courtois considered some really soft goals, if you ask me, especially like he didn't mark his position, his goalkeeping area well enough for that first goal.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper should be closer to that
very
ball
close,
before all the strikers get any chance. At least get in there and get fouled. All top goalkeepers should be able to snap out those chances before the strikers see them. He didn't do well in that one. And for the Lingard's goal, while it was a very tough save to make for anyone, make a chance. Show us that you can at least see where it's going.
I think a keeper should always be in motion. That allows you to make the sprint, Tony. But United winning 2-1 this one, they go back to second position.
Big win for Manchester United.
Before the game, they had dropped to third. Liverpool had gone 57 points. United was staying at 56. This now takes them to 59. Liverpool 57. Chelsea stays on 53. They are now number 5.
And Tottenham was 55.
55, I think, yeah. Now, who, Tony, is the top 4? Who do you roll for the top 4?
Very brilliant weekend. Of course, we shall just take a quick mention that Liverpool beat West Ham 4-1 over the weekend to get that second spot, like Tim said.
The front three yet again.
Very, very big performance from Liverpool. Very interesting goals. Salah, Firmino and Mane cruising on. Very, very good performance there. And of course, earlier in the day, Tottenham's just snatching out that
89th minute.
89th minute.
Yeah.
Harry Kane has made it a habit to steal games like that. He's a very brilliant performer. I don't know where Spurs will be without his goals.
Yeah.
Snapping out that chance, beating Crystal Palace 1-0. But yes, team, when we talk about the top 4, number 1 is almost guaranteed.
Correct.
12 points ahead, 13 points ahead now. If they beat Arsenal in their game in hand, it goes to 16.
Yeah.
Almost certainly out there on their own. But Manchester United and Liverpool have shown signs. Liverpool has shown signs of coming back up and showing some consistency in the league.
Yeah.
They should be in the top 4 come the end of the season.
Yeah.
Manchester United, for all their trials and tribulations, Mourinho still has that in him to fight out and grind out wins like he did against his former side Chelsea yesterday. They should be in the top 4 as well.
Yeah.
The problem is now with Chelsea. If they go ahead and lose next weekend when they travel to Manchester City at the Etihad,
And Tottenham wins.
and if Tottenham wins that game, now they're of course suddenly behind Tottenham. Very interesting. Now Tottenham still has the issue with consistency and trying to fight when it's pressure time.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the season that defines Mauricio Pochettino's credentials as a top class manager that can rally his team to the end. Certainly no chance for Arsenal in the top 4 right now.
No chance,
things
Tony.
look.
No chance, Tony. And I would also like to mention that in the bottom of the table, Tony, there's drama going to unfold. The teams are not yet decided there. We all know that West Brom surely is not turning out any result. They could be the culprit here. We've mentioned before Swansea, who came back. Crystal Palace managed to come back. But West Brom has not shown any signs, and Tony, they could go on.
Timothy, 20 points is all they have from all the games that they've played. 28 games now, 10 games left, 30 points available. You don't expect them to take 20 points from those with the form that they've been showing. So if you take less than 20 points, that takes you only up to maximum, let's say 35 points, which in this league has shown in the past couple of seasons at 35 points.
38.
It's about 38 and above.
Yeah.
So West Brom is my first culprit team.
Yep, West Brom looking to go down here. And Tony, we have the game on Thursday, that is Arsenal taking on Man City. We can have, but De Bruyne said,
Fireworks.
more to come in this game.
Team, if Arsenal lose this game, it's season over.
Yeah, it's a done season.
Of course, we'll definitely be keeping our eyes on those. We would like to thank you very much for being with us over the weekend. We brought you all those live updates, of course, in the Carabao Cup final and also in the Manchester United game against Chelsea. Very, very big game for Mourinho and for Lukaku in particular, who hasn't been having a very good run against the top sides. He had a good one in this one. Big wins for Liverpool and Tottenham in that race for the top four, of course. And we'll be waiting to see how Arsenal play out in that Manchester City game that they have in hand right now. Of course, a win for them takes them to five points behind Chelsea in fifth. Big problems for Arsene Wenger in that one. Does he stay? Does he leave? He has said that who knows. This comment was who knows. So that will be very, very big problems for Arsenal fans listening all over the world. Pep finally, of course, taking a first trophy in the England set up when he came 2 years ago now. And there will be brilliant games, of course, on the weekend. We'd like to thank you for all your feedback. Thank you for all your predictions that you sent us in our inboxes and on our Facebook page. We'd like to thank you for watching our videos as usual. Click the like on the Facebook page, the Tony and Tim Show, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We'd like to hear more of your feedback. We'd like to hear what you thought about the final and also what you thought about the Manchester United and Chelsea game. And of course, the rest of the games that were played. We brought you all those results and all our predictions on our Facebook page. For now, it's bye from us and see you till next time.